America is on the edge of a major power shift. A new Supreme Court case may change how the U.S. government works, forever. If the court rules in Trump's favor, presidents could fire the heads of independent federal agencies with a single order. Here's the headline. For nearly 90 years, agency leaders have been protected from at-will firing. For nearly 90 years, heads of regulatory agencies, like the FTC, SEC, and FCC, have been shielded from political pressure. Presidents couldn't fire them without cause. FTC, SEC, FCC. The rule came from Humphrey's executor, 1935. Congress could give watchdogs removal protections to keep them independent. Today, conservative justices signaled they're ready to weaken or even overturn that precedent. The case centers on Trump's move to remove an FTC commissioner before her term ended. Whether presidents can do that without cause. Several justices suggested those tenure protections intrude on the president's power to run the executive branch. This decision could reshape how America regulates corporations, tech giants, Wall Street, and even elections. Supporters say it restores accountability. Critics warn it collapses the separation of powers and gives any president enormous control over the country's regulatory system. Consumer protection, stock markets, broadcast licenses, labor rules, environmental safeguards, even parts of how elections are regulated. If presidents can fire these officials at will, the entire regulatory landscape could tilt with each administration. Supporters say that's good. It makes government accountable to voters through the president. They argue the administrative state has grown into a powerful, unelected fourth branch. Supporters argue independent agencies have too much power and too little oversight. Opponents worry a president could fire regulators who refuse to push a political agenda. They warn it could politicize everything from consumer safety to financial markets. Independence is the point. To make long-term, evidence-based decisions insulated from raw politics. Supporters point to Article 2. The president executes the laws, so the president must control the people who execute them. They call it the unitary executive theory and say it fixes unaccountable bureaucracy. Opponents warn about a loyalty test government. Liberal justices flag the risk. Fire the experts, scientists, economists, lawyers, and replace them with political loyalists. The core question is simple but enormous. Who gets the final say over the referees of American economic and civic life, the president, or structures Congress built to stand apart? A decision is expected within weeks. If the court guts Humphrey's executor, it would be one of the biggest expansions of presidential removal power in modern history, effectively ending the traditional independence of many regulators. If the court narrows it instead, expect a wave of new challenges testing how far presidents can go. This decision could redefine American power. Stay tuned as this historic case unfolds.